1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Banjo Land, Mike Heading here. We're back with classic bluegrass this week. We're going to do an intermediate level solo to the classic bluegrass tune Little Maggie. We're going to work on making the timing just a little bit more advanced. On this song, we're going to mix in some single string licks and some melodic licks. Again, making the solo a little bit more advanced than maybe a classic beginner version. I'm going to break down the whole solo note for note and then show you some more intermediate level backup I might do for the song. So down the neck, rolling back up while maintaining the drive of the song. You know, figuring out those spots to throw in those licks in your backup, and also doing some movable backup up the neck as well. I'm going to break that down as well. And if you're watching the preview of this lesson, you can head over to my website, MikeHeadingMusic.com, and grab the full-length lesson. You'll get access to watch all the videos, and you can download the tabs and the practice tracks. All right, here's Little Maggie in the key of G. All right, let's start breaking down this intermediate solo to Little Maggie. Let me play the first 5 measures, then we'll start breaking it down. Here we go. That a few times. One more time, real slow. Okay, so for this lesson, we're going to start with kind of a rolling pickup. So we're basically going to start kind of in our F position chord, movable chord, but I'm just going to use my first finger and pinky. So I got my first finger on the first fret of the second string, my pinky up on the third fret of the first string. I'm going to do a forward reverse roll, starting with strings 3, 2, 1. Then I'm going to hit the 5th string, take off my pinky, and then go backwards, strings 1, 3, and then down to the 3rd fret 4th string. So we have... And I like using my pinky up on that 3rd fret. You could also use your 3rd finger if you wanted to. I don't know, it just felt easier for me to use my pinky though. And the timing is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's kind of a rolling pickup. And then for measure 2, we're going to pinch strings 3 and 1. And then do a 3-5 slide on the 4th string with 2 forward rolls. So 4, 3, 1 there, and then 5, 3, 1. So we have... Let's do that a few times. One more. And if you want a little variation, you can do like a 3 open pull-off. One variation I might do for measure 2 is do that pinch and then do the 3-5 slide as written. So that'd be as written. And then the variation would be taking out that first forward roll, take out the index finger, so it'd be... And then you'd continue the forward roll. So you'd have... That would just add a little more syncopation. Listen to the right hand when I take out that second index finger. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... Just adds a little more timing. It kind of highlights that slide if you take out that second index finger. Okay, so not too hard there. So let's do it one more time. Here's measures 1 and 2. And then measure 3, we're going to kind of play with the timing. We're going to do open 3rd string. And then a 1-3 hammer-on the 2nd string. We're going to have to use our index finger of our right hand. So we have basically a forward roll. And then we go forward reverse, 5th string, and then backwards. So we have... That's just kind of playing with the timing, right? So normally maybe in a beginner version you'd have, let's do measures 2 and 3 kind of more in a beginner version. So the measure 2 would be the same. And then you would do that 1-3 hammer on beat 1, maybe like with a forward roll. So in more an intermediate version, we're basically playing with that timing a little bit. We're coming in on the and of beat 1. So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Hear that? So instead of playing it square on beat 1, like that, now we're doing. Again, we're playing with that timing. Your ear kind of expects to hear it on beat 1, but we're playing it on the and of beat 1, which gives it a little bit kind of a cooler, more advanced timing. So let's do 2 and 3 together. One more time. And you really have to accent your index finger in measure 3, right there. The other thing you can do here is a little bend. And then we're going to go into our F chord, so keep your first finger down. Your third finger's right there. You're basically going to move your second finger to the second fret of the third string and do a quick 2 open pull off. So your first finger's really your planted finger there. Like that. So you basically keep your first finger down the whole time. Do that pull off. I'm pulling back toward my palm. And then we're going to go into our F chord right there. And I'm doing 4-3-1, 4-3-1, 2 forward rolls. So we have. You really need to keep your first finger down. That's kind of your anchor finger there. And then we have measure 5. Do thumb, index again, third string, second string. Take off your pinky, do a forward roll, 4-3-1. And then back to the second string, third string. So you're basically staying in this position once you get it down. The only thing you have to do is take off your pinky. So let's do 4 and 5 together. You have. Okay, one more time. And the melody there just goes down to the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And we're just highlighting that with a forward roll. And then this is just kind of a fill lick, measure 5. Okay, so let's do those first 5 measures. Here we go. One more time, a little faster. What I recommend is keep your right hand moving, especially during 4 and 5, even if you don't get that first pull off. Just keep your right hand moving there. It's just pretending they're all zeros in measure 4. But keep your right hand moving there. There's no pause in the roll. And then 5 again is. Now 6, open first string. Keep your first finger down, then you're going to do that 1-3 hammer on again, this time with your thumb of your right hand. And then keep your third finger down, roll forward, 5-2-1-5. That's a classic lick. So, again we have. So use the quarter note at the end of measure 5 to basically set up that next lick. It's also great wrist angle practice. You have to have your wrist out enough so you can go. You need to be able to hit that open first string with this position still down. If you're back too much like this, you're going to be muting that string. So you got to stay out enough, and that takes some hand strength. So when you go into that F chord, remember, don't resist the urge to kind of bend back like this. That might help at first. You feel like you get a little bit more squeezing, but it's going to hurt you later on when you have to do this. So now my hand's out enough, and now I got the clearance to play that note. And then here's a little ending lick. So 6 is pretty easy. You've probably played a lick like that before. And then you're going to slide your whole hand up, use that last open 5th string, and here's measure 7. Let me play it, and then I'll break it down. into measure 8. So we do that 1-3 hammer on in 6. Now slide your whole hand up, and then you're going to pinch twice with your index and middle fingers on beats 1 and 2. So instead of playing that middle finger of the first string after, like lining it up like you might do normally, like we just did in measure 6 actually with the 1-3 hammer on, we're lining that middle finger up with the second note of the hammer on. In measure 7, we're lining it up with the first note, so it's not like you might do in like a Foggy Mountain breakdown or something. It's, again, do just the right hand once. It's, so we have, so you do that pinched with the hammer on twice, and then kind of a backwards roll. You slide back down, first finger down to the first fret, second string, and then a 3/4 slide on the third string. So you have kind of like almost like a Tony Rice style guitar lick. Especially that 3/4 slide is very Tony Rice. So let's do 6 into 7. We have. Not too hard. Let's do it one more time, a little faster. And then 8's a fill lick. So it's basically just a modification of this lick. That classic Scruggs fill lick. We just kind of bluesed it up a little bit. So we did open third string, and then a forward roll 5-3-1 with a bend. I'm going to bend that third fret up on the third string. And then open third string, and then a 3 open pull off on the 4th string, thumb middle. So I bend that note up on the 3rd string, and then I like pulling down toward my palm. You can also push up, but I find pulling down. So you have. And you could really substitute any lick in there. You could do, or the double hammer-on lick. You know, I just made it a little bluesier. Just putting a bunch of variations on there. So you could try any of those really, and or throw in a different lick that you know. It's just a fill lick there. So that's one time through. That's half the solo basically. So let's play the first 8 measures. Here we go. Do it again, a little faster.